Hi everyone. Now we are going to see complex integration. In that, the important topic, contour integration. So contour integration means it's a closed curve integration, right? For that, first we are going to see the type. Contour integration, it's a unit circle model. So some people, some book they mention it is type 3, or some book it mentioned type 1. Whatever it is, it's a closed unit circle. So this side takes the value from -1 to plus 1, because it is a unit circle, and upside and low side minus I to plus I. So this is the unit circle format, right? So what is the step working rule for this solving problem? It's working rule is important. The very first step, first you have the function is, the question is in the form 0 to 2 pi, because it is a unit circle. So total unit circle value 0 to 2 pi, right? 0 to 2 pi function of sin theta, comma, cos theta, d theta. So this is the question format. Always the limit from 0 to 2 pi, right? So next, how to do this kind of problem? First you have to replace d theta by this d theta by in a complex number. So d theta by dz by iz, and cos theta you have to replace z square plus 1 by 2. So similarly sin theta equal to z square minus 1 by 2y. So how you are getting this, all those stuff? You know, in complex number z equal to e power I theta. Differentiation of z is dz by, you know, right, dz by d theta. So using this concept only you are getting cos theta and sin theta, right? So next, uh, this concept is important solving this kind of problem, right? Yes. First we'll do the first problem. Evaluate the question. Integral 0 to 2 pi, numerator d theta by, and denominator 5 minus 3 cos theta. So how to identify this is a contour integration 0 to 2 pi. So it is a unit circle, right? So solution, first step, substitution. What we are going to change d theta and d theta in the format of a complex number z, in terms of z. So d theta is equal to, you have to change dz by iz, and here you have cos theta. So cos theta is equal to z square plus 1 by 2z, z square plus 1 by 2z, and you know z is e power I theta. Z is nothing but e power I theta. So everything you are going to substitute in this question. So what is the question? 0 to 2 pi d theta by 5 minus 3 cos theta, right? So what is d theta? dz by, so the same, what is d theta? Integral 0 to 2 pi. D theta is dz by iz, right? Whole divided by 5 minus 3 times cos theta is nothing but z square plus 1 by 2z. And after that, it's a very basic simplification. It's a very basic simplification. So do the cross multiplication. So what you will get? 0 to 2 pi dz by iz. Once you do the cross multiplication, 5 2s are 10z minus, multiply 3 inside, minus 3z square minus 3 whole divided by 2z, and writing reciprocal, right? After that, it's writing reciprocal. So next, writing reciprocal. So how to write? 0 to 2 pi. So you can write 2z divided by 10z minus 3z square minus 3 into numerator dz by iz. So I am just cancelling this z and this z, and remaining this would be, what is the remaining? Here you have 2, here you have I, 2 by I, integral 0 to 2 pi, the function dz by 10z minus 3z square minus 3, right? So till that, I think so, no doubt, right? So just copy this till this. So the concept, you know how we are replacing everything, right? Okay. Next step, 2 by I. So what I am going to take, 0 to 2 pi dz. See, always first z square followed by, just I am replacing the concept, minus 3, equating, writing the equation in the perfect form. Minus 3z square plus 10z minus 3. So here we have one important clue or important hint. Always the coefficient of z square must be 1. You have to make the coefficient of z square must be 1. So I want coefficient of z square 1 means I should take minus 3 outside. It is in the denominator. That's what you have to take, denominator outside, right? So then this would be 2 by minus 3, already you have I. 3i limit 0 to 2 pi dz. I am taking minus 3 outside, right? That's what z square minus 10 by 3 into z minus 3 by 3 is 1, right? Minus 3 by 3 is 1. Now it is, let's continue. So here, so the main hint, you know, the coefficient of z square must be 1. That's what I am taking, minus 3 once. I am going to take minus 3 outside. It is in the denominator. That's what I am taking, minus 3 in the denominator, taking outside. So remaining 0 to 2 pi dz by taking 3 outside. So remaining z square, taking minus. That's what here also minus 10 by 3 is it, and here also you are taking minus 3 out, so it is plus 1, right? It is plus 1. After that it looks like I can I write minus 2 by 3i, right? Minus 2 by, this one I am simplifying, limit 0 to 2 pi, it's a unit circle, dz by the denominator z square 10 by 3 times z plus 1. So this denominator equation, it looks like what? It is a quadratic equation. So how to find residue? Once you have to make denominator equal to 0. Solve, factorizing this equation, the values, the factors are called the poles. First we need to find out the poles. Therefore the poles are, so how to find poles? The poles are making denominator equal to 0, right? The denominator, what is denominator, you know? That is z square minus 10 by 3 z plus 1 equal to 0. How to get solving this quadratic equation? By the formula z equal to minus b. B is nothing but coefficient of z. Minus b square plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Correct? Now substitute all the value. So z equal to minus into minus, this would be, so what is the value of a? Here the value of a is coefficient of z square 1. Value of b is coefficient of z minus 10 by 3. And value of c is 1. Substitute everything in this equation. So minus into minus plus 10 by 3 plus or minus, you know, b is 10 by 3. So minus 10 by 3 the whole square minus 4, value of a is 1 and value of c is 1, the whole divided by 2 times a is 1, right? Doing simplification, find the factor. So z equal to 10 by 3 plus or minus square root of 10 square 100 by 3 square 9 minus 4 divided by 2, whole divided by 2. And doing the simplification, again doing simplification, just I am finding the factor. Z equal to 10 by 3 plus or minus square root of, do the cross multiplication, doing LCM, 100 minus, so 9 4s are 36 divided by 9 whole divided by 2. And simplifying this, what you will get, root of 64, right? So Z equal to 10 by 3 plus or minus root of 100 minus 36, 64 by 2, the whole divide, 64 by 9, sorry, 64 by 9 whole divide by 2. So then Z equal to 10 by 3 plus or minus square root of 64, 8 square root of 9, 3 divide by 2. And I am going to splitting the concept. So Z equal to 10 by 3 plus 8 by 3 whole divided by 2 comma, here you have plus or minus, right? So 10 by 3 minus 8 by 3 whole divided by 2. So denominator is same, 10 plus 8, right? So that is 18 by 3. 18 by 3, solving this you will get 3, right? So this one solving 10 minus 8, 2 by 3 by 2. So 2 getting cancelled. The answer is 1 by 3. So you have to find out, it is a unit circle. So unit circle means the radius within 1, right? Within 1. So this is above 1. So that's what lies outside. Once lies outside of given contour, the residue, don't calculate residue, the residue is 0. So this 1 by 3, it is a 0 point something. So 1 by 3, it's always lies inside. If it is lies inside, you have to calculate the residue, right? So now residue at Z equal to 1 by 3, right? Residue at Z equal to A, the pole of order is 1. So formula limit Z tends to A, Z minus A into f of Z. So limit Z tends to A value is 1 by 3, Z minus 1 by 3. See, the f of Z is the solving this equation, right? Solving this equation. What was that equation? The poles are making denominator equal to 0. And what is the f of z? This numerator is compulsory. This leftover value is compulsory important for f of z. Now your f of z equal to minus 2 by 3i by the denominator z square minus 10 by 3 z plus 1. So that you know. So now you are going to write what is f of z, right? So you know that for concept of residue is that minus a into f of z. Now your f of z is minus 2 by 3i by the denominator. What is that denominator? So z square minus 10 by 3 z plus 1. So you know that factor already we found the factor of this. So limit z tends to 1 by 3, z minus 1 by 3, numerator minus 2 by 3i divided by this factorization plus 3 1 by 3. So that's what you can write, z minus 3 into z minus 1 by 3. Once you multiply, you will get same equation. Now this getting cancelled. Always that is important while using residue formula, compulsory that z minus a you have to cancel. Then substitute the value of z, applying the limit, that's it. So once you apply the limit, minus 2 by 3i, z value is 1 by 3 minus 3, correct? 1 by 3 minus 3, simplifying this, minus 2 by 3i. So this is 1 minus 9 by 3. So which is equal to numerator minus 2 by 3i, denominator minus 8 by 3, and you can write minus 2 by 3i into 3 by 8, right? 3 by minus 8. So I can cancel this, this 3 I can cancel, and negative also I can cancel, and I can cancel even 2 also. It is 4, right? So the value is 1 by 4i. So residue is 1 by 4i. So after finding residue by Cauchy residues theorem, by Cauchy's residues theorem, what is residues theorem says? 2 pi I into sum of the residues. Sum of the residues. How to get residues? By pole. So 2 pi I into residue at z equal to 3 plus residue at z equal to 1 by 3. So residue at 3 is lies outside. So the answer is 0. Already you know, lies outside, answer is 0. This one we calculated 1 by 4i. So I can cancel this I and I can cancel this 2 also. The final contour integration for this problem is pi by 2. Correct? Got the method how we are solving contour integration. Right? Next we'll try one more problem. The same contour integration. This is your second problem for contour integration. So what is the question? 0 to 2 pi d theta by 5 plus 4 sin theta. The same concept, don't forget. So first substitution, what we need to substitute? D theta is nothing but dz by iz. So similarly sin theta, how to replace sin theta? Z square minus 1 divided by 2zi, which is very important. What you are doing actually in terms of d theta into z. So this is a closed circle 0 to 2 pi, it's a unit circle. So it is type 3. So how to identify it is a unit circle? They'll give you 0 to 2 pi interval. That is important. If not, you have to make a 0 to 2 pi interval. Now the question 0 to 2 pi. How to change d theta? dz by iz. dz by iz. And 5 plus 4 times sin theta. How to change this one? Z square minus 1 by 2zi. Right? 2zi. Then shall we go for the simplification? Yes. 0 to 2 pi. Numerator write as it is dz by iz. And denominator doing cross multiplication 5 2s are 10, right? So that is important. 10 zi. This is positive. That's what 4 z square and minus 4 whole divided by 2 zi. Whole divided by 2 zi, right? So next step. What I am going to do, 0 to 2 pi. The numerator I am writing as it is dz by iz. The denominator I am taking reciprocal. So I can write 2zi by 10zi plus 4z square minus 4, right? So I can cancel zi, remaining 2, right? Remaining 2. So denominator, I am cancelling this 2zi, I am cancelling. So you will get 2. Let's continue. You are taking cancelling iz, here also iz. So remaining 2 is taking out. Limit 0 to 2 pi dz by denominator 10zi plus 4z square minus 4, right? And rearrange the quadratic equation 2 times 0 to 2 pi. So I have to rearrange 10z 4 times z square plus 10zi minus 4, right? So coefficient of z square is z followed by constant. And so already given the hint for the previous problem, always z square coefficient must be 1. You have to make, here the coefficient of z square is 4, you just take 4 outside. So or otherwise, first you just cancel, take 2 outside, just cancel it. So what you will get, I am taking 2 outside, 0 to 2 pi dz 2 times z square plus 5zi minus 2, correct? This 2 getting cancelled. Then coefficient of z square is 1. That's what I am going to take 2 outside, which is in the denominator. That's what denominator 2 outside, 0 to 2 pi dz by z square plus what is that? 5 by 2 I into z minus 1. Correct? You are taking 2 outside. It's in the denominator. And finding poles. Find poles. How to find poles? Making denominator equal to 0. So you will get a pole. So denominator is z square 5 by 2 into I is z minus 1 equal to 0. Formula for this is z equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Correct? So this would next apply the value. What is the value of b, a and coefficient everything? So which is equal to b is minus 5i by 2 plus or minus square root of minus 5i by 2 the whole square 4 times a is 1 and c is minus 1 divided by 2 into a is 1, right? 2 into 1, and simplifying this, so which is equal to minus 5i by 2 plus or minus square root of 5 square, so it's 25. 25 I negative square it's positive, and I square by 2 square is 4, and this would be minus into minus plus, it is plus 4 by 2, right? So next step is solving this. Minus 5i by 2 plus or minus I square is negative, so minus 25 by 4 plus 4 divide by 2, and again solve. It's a ordinary simplification only. So minus 5i by 2 plus or minus square root of minus 25, 16 divided by 4 whole divided by 2, and this is minus 5i divided by 2 plus or minus square root of, it is 9, right? So it's minus 9. I can write 9i square by 4 by 2, and finally minus 5i by 2 plus or minus square root of 9 is 3. I square is I. Square root of I square is I divided by root 4 is 2. The whole divided by 2. And you can split the function. Is that equal to minus 5i by 2 plus 3i by 2 whole divided by 2, comma, minus 5i, it is plus or minus, right? One factor would be positive, another factor would be negative. 2 minus 3i by 2 whole divided by 2. So what you are getting finally is that equal to minus I by 2 comma minus 2i. So already it is a unit circle. So unit circle means half would be in, which is lies inside, right? Half which is lies inside. It is above 1. That's what above unit circle, it is lies outside. Once lies outside, no need to calculate the residue. The direct residue is 0. So need not to calculate the residue. So now you have to calculate the residue for this. So how to calculate residue? At z equal to minus I by 2. Formula for residue, limit z tends to a, z minus a, f of z. So limit z tends to minus I by 2, z minus I by 2. Your f of z is numerator, already you have 2, right? 1 by 2. So 1 by 2. After doing this factorization, it is positive, you have negative, that's what it is, z plus I by 2. So solving this, you will get z plus I by 2 into the other one is z plus, what is the factor? I by 2 into 2i, right? Z 2i, right? So then this is getting cancelled, and you are getting 1 by limit z tends to minus I by 2. 1 by 2 divided by z plus 2i. And substitute the limit. So 1 by 2. Z is minus I by 2 plus 2i. Correct? Plus 2i. So solving this, you are getting 1 by 3i. And finally by Cauchy residues theorem, what is Cauchy residues theorem says? 2 pi I into sum of the residues. Right? So 2 pi I into first residue is 0, second residue 1 by 3i. So just I am cancelling this I. I'm sorry, 3 is, I'm not cancelling, I am cancelling. So you are getting 2 pi by 3 is the answer for this problem. Okay. So sin theta we have completed, even cos theta we have completed. I'll give you some problem for try yourself. So can you try 0 to 2 pi, 1 by 13 plus 12 cos theta into d theta. The answer for this problem 2 pi by 5. So similarly, try the second one, limit 0 to 2 pi. It's a very generalized problem, 1 by a plus b cos theta into d theta. The answer is 2 pi by square root of a square plus b square. Thank you.